I just got one of my favorite boxes in, the 10 by 7 by 5. It's big enough to put some larger items in it, and it's small enough to keep those larger items that are light enough barely first class. So I love this box. You know, it's what I would use every single time that I can get a first class item, as opposed to using a priority box and paying that upper price. And this box works a lot of times. But let me tell you, I paid $8 more for these boxes this time than I did last time. And the reason is simple. Well, there's actually two reasons. You're starting to see fuel costs go up, which we haven't even added into our cost of shipping yet. And I'm afraid FedEx and UPS may be doing that soon. We'll see. Let's hope not. But we already know that USPS did it. Now, these wouldn't go USPS. But those things affect people that ship out shipping supplies. And these, and maybe even these right here, the cost of those have gone up. And you've noticed the cost in bubble wrap go up a little bit in some places. So we're out there searching for better deals all the time. So it's maybe time for us to rethink. Some of you smart folks out there have already rethought the type of item we sell, or at least how we ship it. And so we'll talk about that later in today's show. Hello everybody, welcome back to Commonwealth Flipper. Welcome to the cabin here. Thanks for joining us. We're happy to have you in here. So many new subscribers lately. I think due a little bit to the success of the last few videos over there on the Commonwealth Picker channel. So we appreciate it. And if you're new to our show, thanks for coming. This is where we sell stuff. Had a great weekend selling stuff. Last time I checked, $696.01 in sales. This weekend, you'll be seeing this Monday night. This is Sunday. For me, there's no way I'm putting that all on one video. We'll have to divide it up into two. Maybe I'll take a half a day off on Monday night or something. Who knows? That's, I think, 29 sales. And maybe one sale out of the Homeschool Hustler store, one Bonanza sale, which I think I'm going to put on tomorrow's show. And then maybe a Mercari sale from Blue Ridge Mama. I can't remember. Maybe I put that on last one. But I'm pretty happy with those sales, considering we shipped 3 things out for like $120 early this weekend to make this a little easier. And then things just started rolling and selling. We had some slow days last week. I had some snow days last week, which might explain these sales, because I was able to get back and list like I used to list a little bit. I've been doing like 2-3 things a day the last few weeks at school. I just have been busy, not been able to list. And those 2 snow days, I sat down there on my couch and watched some Perry Mason and just listed and listed and listed. We already know the outcome of the case anyways. Perry always wins. And when you list stuff on eBay, you always win too. Let's take a look. It's one of those items I used to sell all the time, and it was perfect, first class shipper, you know, and the prices have gone up a little bit. And I want to talk about that, and I'm going to talk about it with a particular item that I used to sell that I think I'm not going to sell anymore because of all the exterior forces that are at work inside of eBay, outside of eBay, making it a little bit difficult to justify selling this particular item because it's not really worth my time anymore, and that is saying something coming from me. This is borderline $12 right here, free shipping, and that's an 8-ounce shipper if I'm really creative. So whatever, we'll still make some money on these clips. I used to sell them all the time, used to sell them by the ones, used to sell them by the dozen. Just don't do too much of it anymore. It's not really worth it, but we're still making some money on it. Looking at those darn chickens. They're getting awful close. I think they're hungry. They're stalking me in here. They want some food. This one is Nerf and Strike, and actually I don't know if it's Nerf and Strike or not, but it's a scope. I love picking these up. If you've seen me at garage sales, sometimes I'll pass up the giant things of Nerf guns. It's kind of a pain in the butt, and a lot of them don't shoot really well. And so people will want to return them because the air pressure in them isn't as good as it used to be. And so I kind of avoid those unless it's like a really good Bolo Nerf gun. Sometimes I'll pick those up because the money's just too good. But I will pick up the accessories because people aren't going to return the accessories most of the time. This one had a battery in it, little button here. I tested it, took a picture of it working, listed it, sold to someone overseas. Somebody's into this thing for $22. I sold it for $11 plus shipping, so I will make a pretty decent little profit. I bought 3 bags full of accessories. That I love. Whenever I can buy those bags full of, even if I have to buy the guns too, if I see all the accessories there, the stands, the tripods, the kickstands, that usually makes it worth my time if it's cheap enough. And this, I think, was $11 plus shipping. These scrapers, not really worth it. Total of 4. Really light, though. and they'll fit in probably an 8x6x4 box. And I eventually had to put these on clearance and get them out of here. I didn't buy these. They were 10 cents a piece at Walmart. I didn't buy these. Somebody else did, thinking that I could sell them for them and make some money. And I was like, not so much. But I felt bad, so I bought them. I bought them all. And we've sold a few. We'll be selling them for a while, I suppose. And I was just trying more or less to do a good deed. We will make a few dollars on these, sell them at that price, but not very much. And I would not have picked them up. I don't know. Maybe this is the kind of thing you buy if you're a flea marketer for 10 cents a piece and you sell them for a quarter. I don't know. But not really a great eBay seller. But with all the ice around the country, I think that's what got them to sell. Or maybe I have a lifetime supply. I'll just hand them out to folks at school or something. All right, next one I am sad to see go. And the name of this sale I bought it at, I can remember the lady. It was a fun sale. Just kind of happened across it. It was a day where we were getting beat by another reseller all day long, but we snuck in a good one here, and I grabbed some hats. This one was in it. Just loved this hat. I've seen some that are similar, but none in this great a shape. I mean, this thing is just pristine. It's just beautiful. I absolutely love this hat. Let me find the name of that sale for you. It's This Almost Never Works at Garage Sales, and I'll put it up over here or somewhere. And if I remember to link it, I'll link it too, but you can always type it in. And this one got bought by a viewer. It got bought by the same person who bought that Redskins jacket a long time ago that we found at a sale. This was bought by Bobby. This was bought by the Cap Guy. The Cap Guy. He has a YouTube channel. You've heard me mention him before. I've seen he's got a little bit of play lately on his kind of parodies that he's doing of reselling Blues Brothers and some other ones. I'll show it to you in just a second on the TV. And it was 50. I think I had it listed for 75. Or 70 or something, I can't remember. And I paid $1 for it. And he sent me a message. He's the Cap Guy, right? And he says, hey, I'm just interested in buying this. Let me read it to you. He says, did a Chris Farley skit 2 days ago and doing a John Belushi one tomorrow. And he's almost at 700 subs here. Thanks again for everything. So this is going to Bobby, the Cap Guy, and this is awesome. You're going to enjoy this one. I think he's planning on maybe, if you sit on this long enough, Bobby, you might get some. If you list this on multiple platforms even, Depop. I didn't try Depop. I probably should have. You might get $100 for this hat someday. It is pretty cool, and it is in great shape. And it's going to fit in the boxes that just showed up. So thanks so much for that sale, and I love it. We're making a nice profit on it, and I hope you find a way to make a profit on it too, or at least sit back there in the back of your videos. Thanks again. Appreciate it. Have some record sales, like 3 or 4 or something like that, and then one sale in the back, but I forgot I was going to mention the Cap Guy's channel first. All right, there it is. I think he's at 688. 688, so maybe we can get him to 700. And thanks again for the purchase. Hope it works out for you. Let's go down and check out some records. The good, the bad, and the ugly. I really need to come up with my system here. Let's see. There it is right there, I think. Let's see here. There's enough in there that now I just tip them over. That should be it right there. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Record club. So the sell-through rate on these were pretty darn good, and there was a pretty low supply, so I decided I was going to do an auction on this one. And I think it worked out pretty well. $26 I got for this one, plus shipping. I think it had to do mostly with the record club sticker, I suppose. Not in the best of condition, but still not bad. My guess is this is going to be destined to be framed, is my guess, and put up somewhere in a movie room or something. I'm not quite sure. Somebody's favorite movie, who the heck knows. You know I'm not against framing things. Hey, I got this from Rich the Storage Guy. You'll see that video in the coming weeks, I suppose. Thank you, Rich. And I don't know, not bad. What do you think? 26 plus shipping on that one. Love it. Okay, a couple more. 10 years after, I just listed it, so it should be near the front here. Should be. That one is it right there. I think that's the next one that sold. No? Wait a minute. Now I'm confused. 10 years after. And this is 10 years after. Which one did I sell? I think it was this one. Put that right here. And let's go check it out. All right, let me double check real quick, and then I'll come back to you. 10 years after. Nope, got the wrong one. I don't think I listed them as a lot. Pretty sure I didn't anyway. It's this one right here. So for $8 plus shipping, Not an amazing price, but I'll take it. And I have mentioned the last few episodes, and I'll keep mentioning them, the box right here. And it is in the affiliate links. But even the cost of these are going up, y'all. Everything's going up, 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 up. Back over here again, Peter Frampton this time, and that was a double. And I have been listing the multiples in the back. So it should be back here somewhere. There it is right there. 1, 2. There's a little method to my madness, not much. I think this one went to a viewer. Check out that outfit, y'all. Nice. Comfortable. Yep, there's the other one. Not terrific shape, but I think the records were okay. At least one of them, for sure. All right, I found it right here. Hi, Kevin, family, and cute pets. How about pets and cute forget it. Love your YouTube channels, Commonwealth Picker and Flipper. I'm trying to buy again some of the old vinyl records that I had, but I unfortunately gave away. Glad you had these two on your eBay. I bought from you before the Chicago, I remember that, vinyl records. So awesome, and they are both on their way. You got a good deal, $8 plus shipping. Thanks so much. I'm gonna try and walk and read here. Hey Kevin, have been trying to find something to buy from your store and ran into this. One of the last Halloween light projectors. Poor lonesome dead guy. Had to pick him up and give it a place inside my collection of skulls. Richard, I'm getting worried for you here. You have a collection of skulls? Hopefully they're not, well. Enjoy watching you and your family very much. It's been COVID, then a brutal winter in Nebraska, and your videos have really been a help getting through it all. And he says he loves the history lessons too. So thanks so much, and let me grab it for you. It's in the My Pumpkin Bin here, Ohio, birthplace of aviation. That's just because the Wright brothers are born there, not really because the first flight, of course, was in North Carolina. Here we go, Grim Motion. Grim Motion. It's the last one from the buy 2 years ago that my wife picked up, and we made a killing on these, boy. We didn't make much on each one, but we only paid $1 a piece, and they all sold. I think this is the very last one, and you will find a new home, buddy, among some other skulls, apparently. Look at that. Here, here's another skull for you. There you go. Have a buddy. Have a friend. $11 plus shipping. All right, Turner, you sold a couple of things out of the Commonwealth, actually out of the Homeschool Hustler store. What'd you sell?
Chewbacca and Han Solo.
Chewbacca and Han Solo, $10.75 plus shipping. Who do you like better? Chewbacca? You like Chewie? Mm-hmm. I like Han Solo. He's got some of the greatest one-liners. All right, y'all, tell us your favorite Han Solo one-liner from the movies.
What's a one-liner?
Oh. It's a funny saying that is just a really quick quip. You don't know what a quip is, do you?
Kind of.
What does Chewbacca say? He doesn't have any one-liners. What does he say?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's about what he says. I like it. I like your blue sweatshirt there. That's pretty good. It's Commonwealth Picker blue. It's good stuff. All right, $10.75 plus shipping. This one to a viewer, Turner. And I think the name was Ordy on there, but I don't know if that's your name or not. So they left you a nice note, and they asked you a question. They said that this was their kids' toys, or they had the whole set for their kids, but this one they bought for them, is what they said. And then they asked, where do they get the stickers from? And you're going to get 2 stickers, the 2 little ones. You always get 1 or 2 or both of those stickers, and we put them in there. But where do they get the other stickers from? What is Sissy's line?
She says, don't forget to get your stickers at commonwealthpicker.com.
So yeah, if you mean these stickers, they're on the website, commonwealthpicker.com. And if you buy those stickers, we throw those in. But you don't need those because you just got these. Thank you so much, and we'll send them your way. It's enough for, what do you say? It's enough for you to do what?
Save $1, spend $1, and donate $1.
See, that's a one-liner right there. All right, buddy, thanks.
Bye.
Here's an item that I don't sell as much as I used to. This is a topic for another day. Actually, matter of fact, I might do this on tomorrow's video. Like competition and shows like mine. And certainly there are more people around here that sell this stuff than ever before. And partly due to watching this show, I think. And so I don't sell as many Liberty items as I used to, which is okay. Kind of got to shift off of that. But that's not the topic for today. I'm going to talk about a different one that's got similar connotations in just a second. But this one was pretty good. I bought it for $1 and it sold for $12.95 plus shipping on that. It's a woman's size small, but it's Nike. And that's what made it sell. And it's in great shape. So, you know, that's going to be around a $10 profit on this one right here. probably just a little bit under $10, you know, $9.50 or so. So this one's been a while since we sold one of these little eye colors. This is Jungle. I don't know what this is. My wife listed it. I don't know. I should forget it. All right, so Jungle eye color. It says eye color duet. $8 free shipping. And this is one of those, you know, I'm not going back into things and recalculating shipping. If I do free shipping, it's going to maintain its free shipping status. I'm not going to go back in and up the price on items I've already listed, you know, 20, 30 cents on something like this to recoup that cost. Just not worth it. And so a lot of folks out there are experiencing this right now. There's a glut of items out there like mine that are now better priced because of the shipping costs that were built into the old structure, and now there's a new structure. And so that backlog is becoming more appealing to buyers because it has a cheaper built-in price or a cheaper shipping price on a bigger item. And so some of those things are starting to sell when this didn't sell forever, but now it's more appealing because new people who are listing it are taking into consideration the new shipping structure, the new costs. So are you like me? Did you go back and relist everything or tweak everything? I didn't do that. I just let it be and let those older items sell off at those prices. But as I'm listing new items, the new prices, the new shipping costs are kind of taking effect and being implemented in the new items that I sell. Let me know what you did out there. All right, so this thing right here went on clearance. I used to sell this kind of stuff often. I would buy the thermos and I would take the stopper off and the cup off, and I'd just sell those two. And I used to get 10 bucks-ish for some of them. And then the prices dropped a little bit. I was like one of the only people out there doing it. Eventually, some other folks started doing it. And let's face it, this is just not a high-demand item. I mean, how many people need a blue lid? There's one person in America, right? And they just bought it. And now it'll be another 10 months before there's another person who wants this blue lid. At any rate, this one got caught up in the sale that I was running 15% off because it's been in the store for so long. And that put it around the $7.50 mark. So with the new shipping structure here, even if I'm into this thing for 50 cents, I've sold off the stopper. Now we're selling this off. You know, there's maybe at the very most like $2.75, $3 profit into this item. I don't know. And then you got to calculate the box that it's going to go in because you can't really put this in a poly bag. I suppose if you wanted to, you could get away with it. But I'll put it in a 4x4x4 box. And, you know, those are 20-some cents a piece. So you're making a tiny bit of money on this. And it would be okay for me if I was making like $4.50, but now if I'm making $3, I don't know, is it really worth my time? Probably getting to that point where it's not. And so I'm probably not going to be buying something like this because the shipping costs are one thing, but you're bound and determined to have other costs rise because of shipping costs. So you're having the shipping costs rise, but that's also going to cause your other shipping supplies, if you buy them off of eBay or Amazon, those prices are going to climb as well. The cost of fuel, gasoline has gone up pretty drastically, very drastically. And so you're going to see those things being built in. Don't get too dismayed, though, because those things are going to be built into everything. And it's only a matter of time before people get used to those prices and you start to see that slow but steady inflation. You know, I tell people, I don't want to get into history or economics too much, but I'll do it for just a second. You know, there's microeconomics and there's macroeconomics. We're talking about our microeconomics here. But all of your microeconomics is fueled by your macro stuff. And your macro stuff is our government just went tremendously in debt, meaning we just went tremendously in debt because of COVID and these stimulus plans. And I'm not arguing for or against. That's not what I'm doing. I'm just trying to explain here that where we're looking at is a trajectory of inflation. And it's not going to make eBay go away. It's not going to make everything disappear. Everything will eventually adjust. Things lag behind, and you're going to see prices go up, and people slowly but surely get used to paying, oh my gosh, it's $4 to ship this thing. And eventually in their mind, they get used to those things, but they're not right now, which sometimes causes a little bit of a dip in selling because people have sticker shock. And I think that's happened a little bit over the last month or so on eBay. But make no mistakes, you know, governments that are in debt tend to like inflation because they've borrowed expensive dollars and they want to pay them back with cheap dollars, which is essentially what you're doing. It's a hidden tax, if you will. I suppose it's better than deflation because then you're really in trouble. But that's a whole nother story. So let me know, have you made any significant changes to your eBay strategies because of the price of shipping going up, because of the cost of goods going up? What have you done? Have you changed your model? Are you like me, even me, the person who sells things dirt cheap sometimes, trying to think of ways to not sell these kind of things and look for those better items? Or do you see an opportunity in these items because a lot of people are getting out of them? Anyway, let me know in the comments. Hey, we'll head back out there as we always do a little something, this, that, something or other. I don't know. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. What are some of your picture tricks? Not just the white background and stuff like that, but when I'm doing things, I like to use these platforms to create, you know, a little bigger image. I don't like to always take a picture going down. Sometimes I like to get right there and take that picture going that way. A little bit of a different angle. Anything to make your listing stand out. I don't even think, it doesn't even really matter what it is sometimes, as long as it stands out. Sometimes you'll get an extra click or two. Reagan sold a couple things out of the Commonwealthpicker.com store, and this is from Carol. Carol from Oklahoma, and she said, and when we read her message too, she said that she saw the new stickers, both of those stickers, Commonwealth Flipper sticker and the We Get Things Moving sticker, and she had to have them, plus she's been meaning to get the blue shirts. So Carol, thank you, and we appreciate it. And what do you think, Reagan?
Bye, and don't forget to get your stickers at CommonwealthPicker.com.
Reagan's a little under the weather, can you tell? You feeling a little better today?
Yeah.
Awesome. Before we leave you today, just wanted to mention one more. Van got another one of these. Van, you got to leave some of this stuff for some other folks here. We appreciate the generosity, and it will be returned to somebody for sure. And you know what, Van? You've told me about your family's food pantry that they've run for years. Send me some info about that as far as a contact or like a web page or something. Maybe we can publicize that for you, and maybe some folks can be generous to it for sure. So at any rate, thank you, Van. We appreciate it. It's headed to Chicago right there. You ready to go Chicago? You gonna stay warm up there? Yeah? All right.